What's up, world? Welcome back to another TYSK report. Let's go ahead and dive into our first article talking about quadrupeds. Swiss Mall rebrands to RIVR and continues developing wheeled quadrupeds. Swiss Mall, which is designing and building quadrupeds and enabling them with embodied AI, has rebranded to a new name, RIVR. The Zurich, Switzerland-based company specializes in building physical AI for last-mile delivery using robots plus artificial intelligence to enhance efficiency and sustainability. As Swiss Mall was known for its integration of artificial neural networks into robots with wheels and legs, RIVR said its technology addresses the growing demand for smarter and greener logistic solutions in urban environments. With field testing scheduled to begin this year, RIVR plans to show how its innovations can transform one of the most challenging and critical aspects of e-commerce logistics. RIVR is currently closing another funding round aimed at accelerating the development and deployment of its delivery robots. The company is focused on logistics applications for its wheeled quadruped robot. By equipping it with wheels, RIVR said the mobile robot can efficiently move over long distances using its wheels while also being capable of traversing curbs, stairs, and other obstacles using leg locomotion as needed. It's a unique comedic design that solves many of the challenges of last mile delivery, the company asserted. So over the past few months, I've been talking about delivery robots when I talked to you about this robot right here from AV Ride, and then this robot right here from Serve Robotics, and then also this robot right here from the logistics company over there in China. So with this robot soon having the capability to deliver packages from people, this one's going to be able to do a lot more than the ones that can just stay on horizontal ground. This is going to be able to go inside of buildings, go up the stairs, go on elevators, and deliver packages on the 11th floor, the 12th floor, the 13th floor. So as I stated before, things are going to get very interesting in the delivery space. Not only do you have this robot, but also those three robots that I talked about, but you also have to include drones into this and the different partnerships out there where companies are having drones work with the delivery robots. So although we can't see it right now, maybe sometime this year, we could soon see the shakeup that's happening within the delivery space. And then as stated before, one day you're going to have that option where you can choose a drone or a delivery robot to bring you that package that you ordered online. Let's move on to the next article. Humanoid robots to race alongside humans in half marathon. Dozens of humanoid robots will join 12,000 human runners in a half marathon race taking place in Beijing, China's Daxing district in April. The event promises to showcase humans and humanoid robots going head to head in a test of speed and endurance. The administrative body of the Beijing Economic Technological Development Area, known as E-Town, announced that the robots from more than 20 companies will run alongside regular athletes. E-Town has invited global companies, research institutes, robotics clubs, and universities to enter their humanoid robots. Just like human runners might need an energy drink to deliver their best performance, robots can have their batteries replaced during the race. The top 3 runners will be awarded prizes, but it hasn't been disclosed what a humanoid robot will take home if one wins. Alright, so this is some more news over on the eastern side of the world, coming off the back of the news that I talked about with Unitree and their soccer playing robot right here. So now we have these robots who are going to be entering into competition, competing against humans. Although they may get smoked, this is just an introduction into what we could see in the future, where when these robots get better and they're capable to throw things very accurately, shoot a ball very accurately, kick a ball very accurately, as I stated before, we could one day see a humanoid robot team competing against a all-human team. I don't know what sport is going to try that out first, but I could definitely see that maybe 10 to 15 years from now happening. And just imagine in the future Olympics where when all the countries are going out, walking out, waving, then you're going to have the humanoid robots walking out, waving, and they are going to be competing in the Olympics. So this is just something to think about and keep top of mind, because even though it seems like a far-fetched idea, in the world of technology, lots of things are always happening that we never thought could happen before. In the next article, we have Microsoft and carbon. Microsoft signs massive carbon credit deal with reforestation startup Chestnut Carbon. Microsoft announced last week that it's buying over 7 million tons of carbon credits from Chestnut Carbon. The 25-year deal would enable Chestnut Carbon to reforest 60,000 acres of land across Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. Recently, the tech company has struggled to rein in its carbon emissions, which is imperiling its 2030 goal to sequester more carbon than it produces. Chestnut Carbon focuses on reforestation, in which the company facilitates tree planting and then monitors the new forests to ensure they grow as planned and aren't cut down. The company currently has 8 projects in the southeast US, which were previously worked as farms or pastures. In addition to that, nature-based carbon credits aren't always perfect. Verra, which has the largest nature-based carbon credit portfolio, was the subject of an extensive investigation in 2023, which reported that the organization overstated the climate benefit of its projects. Alright, so that's some news related to carbon credits. We don't hear too much about it as we did before, but it could start to pick up even more as these huge companies, the Microsoft, the Amazons, the Metas, begin to build out data centers. And if you didn't know, data centers do produce a lot of carbon emissions at a significant rate, which is probably why Microsoft is getting ahead of things, showing that they're doing what they can to combat the carbon emissions that could be coming later on down the road in the future. So it is great that this company is able to plant trees in places where there aren't any, bringing a lot more nature back to deserted and empty land. So if any other information arises related to this or other big companies involved in carbon credit deals, I'll make sure to keep you updated. In our next article, let's talk about underwater robotics. Nauticus Robotics is working with Leidos on underwater robots. Nauticus Robotics and Leidos have partnered to advance the state of autonomous underwater robots. The companies plan to combine their complementary expertise to develop robots capable of tackling increasingly complex missions. Texas-based Nauticus will apply its expertise in commercial subsea vehicle development. This includes its flagship Aquanaut robot and its proprietary software toolkit. Nauticus also builds Olympic Arm, a subsea and effector that can be used for various tasks. Leidos is a leading technology developer that serves a variety of customers and industries, including the U.S. government. It has previously developed autonomy software, autonomous ships, and other unmanned technologies to make maritime operations safer and more efficient for government and industry. Aquanaut can operate autonomously, or users can remotely control the system depending on what the customer needs at any moment. Additionally, it said it can perform a variety of underwater tasks like managing aquaculture projects, repairing oil pipelines, and scanning seabeds. So from my perspective, one of the cool things related to these underwater robots is their ability to be able to be utilized for a lot more exploration. Also, this goes to show that robotics is continuing to be implemented all across the world in different industries. So I'm thinking to myself, at what point will we begin to see lots of robots out in the world at a point where it becomes very normal for us to see them? Comment down below in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on that. Let's go ahead and dive into our next article talking about robotic hands. Shadow Robot DEX-E Hand takes manipulation to the next level. Shadow Robot's Shadow Hand, that was developed in partnership with OpenAI, had impressed the Google DeepMind team, which led to a new project that demanded something further. Google DeepMind wanted a robot hand that was capable of learning on real-world tasks. The goal was to create a robot hand with high dexterity, sensitivity, and robustness for real-world learning tasks without replicating the appearance of a human hand. To best achieve these needs, the design relied on 3 robust fingers and a hand around 50% larger than that of a human hand. The result is DEX-E, a robotic hand replete with high-speed sensor networks that provide rich data, including position, force, and inertial measurement. This is augmented with hundreds of channels of tactical sensing per finger, optimized pressure sensitivity to a dizzying level of magnitude, almost akin to that of a human hand. DEX-E integrates a total of 15 Maxon DCX16 DC motors that achieve the high torque density necessary for the robotic hand to apply sufficient force across the tendons. DEX-E's performance and reliability was assured with over 1,000 hours of testing. Google DeepMind has already published research showcasing DEX-E's capabilities, including demonstrating the robotic's hand's ability to manipulate and plug in a connector within a confined workspace sufficiently enclosed around the robot hand to force impacts when the hand moves. So when it comes to humanoid robots, I believe this is very important news. Without having that ability, or I should say those hands, to grab onto something or to touch things or to move things, it will really limit the humanoid robot's capabilities to get things done. So as this company, in addition to other developers continue to work on these robotic hands to enhance them and make them better, over time we will see them be able to do lots of different things that we can't think of right now. In our next article, we have flying taxi maker expands into Denmark. Spanish eVTOL vehicle maker Cressalian Mobility has signed a deal with a Danish helicopter company to develop advanced air mobility services in Denmark. Cressalian and Copenhagen Helicopter agreed to develop plans for passenger and cargo transportation on electric aerial vehicles. A main focus of the deal is to explore the feasibility of eVTOL vehicles traveling between the Danish island of Funen and the southern eastern islands of the region. Cressalian Mobility has an agreement to work on AAM projects in Latin America and Europe with Blue Nest by Global Via. Those companies signed an agreement to collaborate and conduct demo tests and the integration of EAV vertiports. The companies plan to optimize the processes to make EAVs and vertiports compatible, including smart mobility in and around the vertiports. The Latin America and America agreement is expected to form part of regional commercial efforts in Europe and Latin America to test and validate new technologies to enhance passenger experience and the operation of associated infrastructure. So that's just some of the latest news from the air taxi space, and it looks like outside of the big players such as the Jobies and the Archer Aviations, more and more companies are continuing to work on air taxis. So one day we could definitely look forward to seeing lots of them all over the globe, sharing the friendly skies with airplanes and drones. In our next article, we have OpenAI. OpenAI launched a new O3 Mini reasoning model with a free ChatGPT version. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman teased exactly 2 weeks ago that O3 Mini would ship in a couple weeks, and it has recently arrived. OpenAI launched its latest O3 Mini reasoning model inside ChatGPT and its API services, and making a version with rate limits available to free users of ChatGPT for the first time. Originally announced as part of OpenAI's 12 days of shipments in December, O3 Mini is designed to match O1's performance in math, coding, and science while responding faster than the existing reasoning model. OpenAI says O3 Mini should respond 24% faster than O1 Mini and provide more accurate answers in the process. Much like O1 Mini, this latest model will show how it worked out an answer rather than just providing a response. So if you've been somewhere not on the internet or under a rock, this happened and lots of people are talking about it on the internet, and they've been testing it, doing all different types of things. So with that, this is your opportunity to utilize this O3 Mini model and explore and type some things in, be creative, and give it a whirl. So that's just some of the latest news when it comes to the world of technology. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and to continue to stay informed, check out these 2 videos right here. Comment down below in the comment sections of those videos of your thoughts, and stay tuned for the next video.